Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. If Portia's pregnant, who's the daddy? General Hospital, GH spoilers indicate that Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, may have a bun in the oven, and on October 2nd, she receives life-altering news. What is the message that turns Portia's world upside down? Is a pregnancy reveal about to drop? Definitely maybe. Is Portia pregnant? Soaps don't waste time on minute drama, they are all in for the big wallop, and what could be more gobsmacking than for middle-aged Portia to discover she's with child? Her first baby, Trina Robinson, Tatiana Ali, is in college, so Portia is a bit out of practice when it comes to raising young ones. Not to mention that she's in between men. Adding to the speculation about Portia's pregnancy is the fact that fans will soon see Dr. Frida Navarro, Cristina Ferraro, on screen. Why is this important? Because the good doc is a OB/GYN. What is even more interesting is that newly arrived Brit Westbourne, Kelly Thibault, is also an OB/GYN. We smell a story there, but that's for another time. Portia could be a midlife mom. Why bring on two OB/GYNs for no reason? There is precedent for a midlife pregnancy on GH. Take a look at Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, and her bambino Donna Corinthos, Scarlett Spears. Fans were surprised but delighted when Carly and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, had a bonus baby. And, if the thought of an out-of-the-blue pregnancy seems outlandish, how about two characters, siblings Britt and Nathan West, Ryan Pavey, coming back from the dead at the same time? At least Portia's pregnancy wouldn't defy the laws of physics. Will Portia keep her baby? If, and we're speculating here, Portia is pregnant, she will have a decision to make as to whether or not she proceeds with the pregnancy. Let's face it, she'll have a lot to process. She already has Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, hounding her, a coy husband, and a new lover to juggle. Which brings us to the whopper in the room. Who's the daddy, Isaiah Gannon, Andy Wilson, or Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner? We will have to wait and see if Portia has a big shock ahead, and if so, how she handles it. Does GH even have a daycare nursery? Red-hot General Hospital spoilers hint that Portia has an aha moment ahead of her and will bring you all the updates as they become available. Port Charles has never been short on secrets, scandal, or jaw-dropping twists, but the newest rumor could send shockwaves across town. Is Portia Robinson pregnant? And if so, who's the father? For fans, the whispers began after eagle-eyed viewers noticed subtle but telling clues. Portia, usually poised and in control, has been looking distracted, a little queasy, and oddly hesitant in conversations about the future. Her recent faint spell at General Hospital only poured gasoline on the fire. Now speculation is running wild, and the possible paternity options could set off rivalries, heartbreaks, and alliances no one saw coming. The timing of it all. Portia has been juggling more than her fair share of stress. Between her rocky marriage to Curtis, the fallout of Trina's family drama, and her ongoing tension with Jordan, it's safe to say her personal life is on shaky ground. But if she is pregnant, the real question isn't if she can handle it, it's whose child she might be carrying. The timing is complicated. Fans know that Portia's relationship with Curtis has been through the ringer, with secrets about her past nearly destroying them before. And while they've tried to patch things up, temptation, anger, and loneliness have left room for other possibilities. Option 1. Curtis Ashford. On paper, Curtis should be the clear front-runner. He and Portia have been working to rebuild their marriage after his paralysis scare and the emotional distance that followed. They've shared intimate moments of reconnection, and Portia has clung to the idea of saving their bond. A baby with Curtis would feel like a lifeline, a way to anchor their love and renew their family unit. It would also give Trina a sibling, something she might welcome as a chance to feel a more solid connection to her mother's choices. But let's not forget, soap babies rarely come without complications. If the child is Curtis's, it could force him to re-evaluate whether he's truly ready to recommit to Portia long-term, or if he's still emotionally tied to Jordan. Option 2. Spencer Cassadine, the wild rumor. This is the kind of soap world curveball that feels almost too scandalous to believe. But in Port Charles, nothing is impossible. Some fans have speculated about unexplained off-screen moments between Portia and Spencer during the height of Trina's drama. After all, grief, desperation, and alcohol can make for messy nights. Ended up entangled with Spencer, whether it was a one-night slip or a drunken mistake, the fallout would be catastrophic. Trina would be shattered, Curtis would explode, and the Cassadines would waste no time exploiting the scandal. Even a whiff of this rumor could fracture Portia's relationship with her daughter beyond repair. It's an out-there theory, but GH has pulled off bigger shockers before. Option 3. Nicholas Cassadine. If fans want a Messier but slightly more plausible Cassadine connection, Nicholas might be the darker possibility. He's been circling Port Charles again, and his history of pursuing women in vulnerable states could set up a dangerous liaison. Nicholas and Portia crossing lines would be the ultimate betrayal, not only to their families but also to Trina, who has spent years caught in the Cassadine web. If Nicholas were the father, Ava would be infuriated, Curtis would be humiliated, and the Quartermaines would certainly find a way to turn the drama to their advantage. Option 4. Taggart. Let's not count out Marcus Taggart, the man who has always had lingering ties to Portia. Their shared history, co-parenting struggles, and old sparks have created moments where emotions could easily blur into something more. If Taggart is the father, it would reignite old rivalries and put Portia in a tough spot. She's worked so hard to put her past behind her, yet fate could be dragging her back into the very drama she tried to escape. A Taggart baby would also mean more tension between him and Curtis, who has always felt second best to Portia's first love. The fallout if she's pregnant. No matter who the father is, this pregnancy storyline would ripple across Port Charles in massive ways. Trina's reaction. Trina might feel betrayed all over again, especially if Portia isn't honest from the start. She already endured years of lies about her paternity. Would she ever forgive her mother for another round of secrets? Curtis's future. If Curtis isn't the father, his marriage to Portia could be finished for good. But if he is, will he view the child as a gift, or a chain binding him to a marriage that may not be built to last? Jordan's role. Jordan could swoop back in as Curtis's confidant, creating the perfect setup for a love triangle. She might even secretly hope the baby isn't his. Cassadine chaos. If a Cassadine is involved, consider the stakes raised. Nicholas and Spencer never miss a chance to use scandal to their advantage, and the ripple effect on Ava, Laura, and Trina would be enormous. Taggart's redemption. If he's the father, Taggart could be pulled back into the canvas in a bigger way, sparking nostalgia and reigniting old rivalries. The bigger picture. A Portia pregnancy twist could tie into GH's long-running themes of secrets, family bonds, and betrayals. It would also mirror past storylines where paternity rocked the core families of Port Charles. Sonny's endless DNA drama, Elizabeth's complicated pregnancies, or even the reveal that Curtis himself might not be Trina's biological father. For Portia, the ultimate test will be whether she's finally willing to tell the truth from the beginning, or if she'll once again bury secrets that come back to explode later. Fans know she has a track record of silence and cover-ups. A new baby could be her chance at redemption, or her final undoing. Final thoughts. Right now, this remains speculation, but in true GH fashion, the writers have sprinkled just enough hints to make fans believe something big is brewing. If Portia is pregnant, the father's identity could reshape multiple storylines, reignite dormant feuds, and keep viewers glued to their screens. One thing is certain, Port Charles has weathered affairs, mob wars, and kidnappings, but nothing hits harder than a paternity scandal. If the stork really is on its way, Portia's secret could be the biggest bombshell yet.